Speaking to Daniel Bell-Drummond after defeat to Surrey on the final day here at Canterbury. Obviously disappointing outcome in the game, I guess, Skipper. But in terms of the way your team played today, having been 120 for 5 coming into the final day, a little bit of pride shown by the lower order.
Yeah, the lads fought really well throughout the day. Obviously, it wasn't meant to be, but no, Parkinson played really well. Everson keeps his fine form going. So, no, there's some silver linings in what was a quite disappointing week. But no, that's one thing this team will keep doing is fight to the end. And yeah, against the champions, there's still a nice wicket to bat on, but unfortunately, the loss happened in the previous 3 days, which made this day sort of unlikely we were going to get through. But yeah, like I said, I'm proud of the guys' fight.
Always going to be a tricky one coming in, like you say, against the side of Surrey's capability with perhaps the injuries and the guys you've had to leave out of the team. But would you say there were some disappointments in terms of maybe the way you performed with the bat in the first innings and however many runs they managed to get in the first innings themselves?
Potentially, yeah. I think looking back, we probably left a few runs out there in that first innings, and yeah, it was obviously a decent toss to win from Surrey's point of view, but yeah, we would have liked to have got more runs, and that would have set up the game completely differently. But no, they showed their class. Worrells bowled well all game. And it wasn't meant to be really, but yeah, there's a lot we need to obviously look at ourselves as a group and come back stronger. But yeah, I guess we would have loved a lot more runs in that first innings.
And for yourself, obviously, your first 3 games as skipper, a couple of draws to start with, and then this defeat. I guess you guys were probably realistic coming into this season about the county championship this season that it might be a grind and trying to pick up results where you can. There's a lot of top quality sides in this division, I guess. So how would you kind of look back on the first 3 games so far?
Yeah, it's been a tricky start. Obviously, we got two draws first up and then lost this game. I mean, it's difficult. We've obviously had a few bowlers injured, well, a lot of bowlers injured. And yeah, you need 20 wickets to win games. And unfortunately, we've been quite unlucky in that respect. So, no, we've been up against it. But there's been some positive signs for sure. I mean, George Garrett's come in and done really well as a new signing. Obviously, we had Jaden Denley play really nicely against Essex. So, no, with the injuries, there's been some opportunities provided, and some of the guys have really stepped up. So, no, I think it's good. There'll be competitions for places, obviously, going forwards, and hopefully we can get the bowlers back as soon as possible. And yeah, we've got another overseas coming in a game or two, so yeah, hopefully things will change going forwards. But yeah, it's been a tricky start. Half expected in a way, just with, like I said, the injuries and the nature of things. But yeah, no doubt we need to improve, and we will improve.
And you mentioned some of the positives, Matt Parkinson. You talked about his batting in this game, but of course picking up 5 wickets as well for the first time in first class cricket. And to be able to call upon a man of his experience, he was telling us how much he's enjoying, having a say in the dressing room and being an important character and a senior player for some of the younger guys. How well has he kind of settled in properly? Obviously, having been with the group at the back end of last season.
Yeah, he's been awesome. It's been a great addition for us to have. And yeah, he's an international player. So, no, when he gets going and gets his rhythm, no doubt he'll go from strength to strength. It's great to see him get 5 for this game. We were up against it in the field, but he showed his class, kept bowling from one end. It was tough for us out there. A young seam attack who I can't fault their effort. Some of them coming off twos games as well, the day before the game. So, no, it's not been straightforward, but Matt's done really well. He obviously wants to keep doing better, like we all do. But yeah, the confidence is growing, and no doubt as a bowling unit and as a team as well. Even with the batters, once we get the runs on the board, that will help him sort of bowl with scoreboard pressure, and that's when we've seen the best of him in a Lanc shirt or and hopefully in a Kent shirt is when there's runs on the board and he can wheel away and get batsmen out, not just by bowling them out, but also building pressure.
And just for yourself, at the start of this season, obviously a couple of hundreds in the first 2 rounds of matches, got a 70 in the first innings. Jack Leading was saying to us the other night that you very much kind of led from the front in terms of your captaincy so far, and he was um, singing your praises. So just how have you, from a personal point of view, found your early season form, but also taking on the captaincy reins.
Yeah, it's kind words from him. I mean, it's been a tricky start, like from a team point of view, but no, I'm old enough and ugly enough to compartmentalise for my batting as well, and I felt really good actually batting wise, just always trying to lead from the front, but whether that's being captain or not, being a senior player now, and no, I'm just trying to make as much use of this early season form. I know how tough cricket can be, and being in good form, I want to keep that going. But yeah, hopefully I can keep going from strength to strength, and a few of the other batters are in good form as well. So hopefully we can build together and put some big scores on the board going forwards for the bowlers to help bowl at as well.
A little bit of a break before your next one, but Lancashire away, a trip to Old Trafford. They've obviously been beaten at Chelmsford against Essex this week, so I guess you got a little bit of time to refresh before going into that one, but no doubt another challenge against a side full of top quality county cricketers.
For sure, that's what we expect. That's what we want. It's first division cricket, and yeah, Lancs will be its own challenge. But I think we just need to look at ourselves and make sure we're hitting the ball nicely, bowling nicely in training leading up to it. And yeah, hopefully some of those guys that were missing this game are back fit, and we can go from there and put up a good performance at Lancs, and the result will take care of itself. But no, I think the guys after a few days off are really looking forward to the challenge going up north and showing what we can do and playing our best cricket, which we want to get back to.
Awesome. Thank you very much, mate.